Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Cassie. I'm a perinatal yoga teacher and exercise specialist. And today I'm going to be guiding you through a lower body strength focus class, specifically targeting your glutes. So I'm sure you've heard that really cringy term mom butt, or it is when you tend to lose the appearance of your glutes postpartum because of all the posture changes that happen in pregnancy. So when you're pregnant, you have this extra weight in the front, which causes you to arch your back, thrust your hips forward, your legs to externally rotate, your hips to widen, all of which decrease the use of your glutes and cause this appearance of having a flat butt. So more than looks, our glutes are essential for pelvic floor function and play a major role in hip stability and spine stability. So keeping them strong is really important to help you feel good and do the things that you need to do every day as a mom. For class today, we are going to be using some weights. So you could do 1 or 2 dumbbells. I have a 15-pound and a 20-pound dumbbell, but if you are more newly postpartum or maybe newer in your fitness journey, I would encourage you to even do body weight or lower the weight and then build up. We will also be using a chair. I have honestly just a desk chair. You can also use your couch. You can use ideally a bench, or if you don't have anything, I will show you a alternative exercise that you can just do on the floor. So when you're ready to get started, join me in whatever space you have. Maybe you have babies around you, and let's start to warm up. Take a big breath in as you reach your arms up. And then exhale, fold over your legs, softly bend the knees, shake the head out, let go of some of that neck tension, and bend into your right knee, and bend into your left knee. Just do that one more time, bend the right knee, bend the left knee, straightening through the legs as you roll all the way back up. Big inhale, arms overhead, grab onto your left wrist and take a side bend over. Back through center, grab your right wrist, lengthen up and over to the other side. Oh, feels so good. And then come back through center and go ahead and just kick your butt a few times. Heels to glutes, warming up the front of the legs, opening them up. And then do the same thing, knees in front. And then go ahead and just find a downward facing dog. Bring your hands down, step the legs down, taking a nice inverted V position. Pedal out the legs. And then drop onto your knees, taking some hip circles. Go ahead and take one knee out towards the side, all the way around and back. Trying to make a nice smooth circle with the knee. You can stay on your hands or you can drop onto your forearms if that feels better for the wrists. Take it around here for 3. Sorry if I sound stuffy, I'm getting over a cold. For 2. And then one more time. And go ahead and switch to the other leg. So hands or forearms, take the knee out to the side, around and back. Especially as you go around and back, engage your glute to feel it lifting your leg. Take it around for 3. For 2. And 1. From here, tuck your toes, sit back on your heels for a moment, just stretch through the bottoms of your feet. And then release the feet and sit on your heels. This is gonna be the first exercise that we're doing. We're gonna warm up with it without any weight. So it's called a kneeling squat or a kneeling glute finder. You're gonna bring your fingers towards your hip, your thumbs towards your ribs, lean ever so slightly forward, and align your rib cage over your pelvis. So you're not arching your back, nor are you tucking and rounding. You're trying to find that nice stack of the ribs over the pelvis. You're going to lift your hips up, coming to kneeling, one long line, shoulders to knee, and then little hinge back with the hips, sitting back again. So just continue to go up and down. Again, focusing on not lifting up with your ribs to come up, nor tucking kind of under to come up, but just going right up from the glutes and then glutes back. Up and back. Good. And then bring your hands out in front of you. Extend the right leg back, stretch through the calf. Extend the left leg back, stretch through. And then come to sit back on the heels. Starting with circuit 1, go ahead and grab one of your weights. You can bring it right here at your chest, or you can stay with what we just did with your hands on your ribs and pelvis to find that alignment better. Elbows are tucked down. Take a slight lean forward. And when you're ready, we'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Exhale as you lift up. Inhale, gently sitting back. Think of leading the way with the glutes, keeping the ribs right above the pelvis. If you start to feel this in your lower back, slow it down, especially the bottom portion, so that you can feel the glutes lengthening. As you exhale, lift up, belly pulls up and in. Good. If you start to feel like your back is going all over the place, drop the weight, bring the hands back to the ribs and pelvis. You have 10 seconds left. Come up tall at the top instead of overarching. Last one. And then go ahead and rest. From here, we're gonna come up and come into a lunge position. So grab one of your weights, holding it in your left hand. Right leg is gonna step forward. Left leg is gonna step back like your feet are on train tracks. As you inhale, you're gonna start to bend your back knee, slightly rotate towards your front leg, and then exhale, stand right back up. I'm gonna go ahead and face this way. When you're ready, let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Inhale as you lower, slightly rotating towards that front leg. Exhale, push into your front foot to stand you up. If you feel heaviness in your pelvic floor, don't go as low today. You can stay a little bit higher. Adding in this rotation on the bottom is eccentrically lengthening your right glute, which is really important to help build growth. Down and up. Front foot stays connected to the floor. Front knee is tracking forward. Inhale down, exhale up. Take a pause when you need it. Think of nailing a nail through your front heel to stand you up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, I'm actually gonna go down to my 15-pound, more so for my forearm than my leg. 80% of your weight is in your right leg, about 20% is in your left leg. So stand on your right, bring your feet together, and then pivot your left toes out and back. Bring that behind you a little bit. That same alignment of ribs over pelvis, you're gonna send your hips back and then exhale to lift it up. Keep your left armpit squeezed into your body like you're holding a phone there. Here we go. When you're ready, we'll begin in 3, 2, and 1. Again, I like to take my right hand to my ribs and pelvis to feel that stack. So I'm not arching, my weight isn't forward, it's right in by the side of my body. Like somebody is karate chopping your hips back, and then straight up, not overextending at the top. If you're feeling really good today, you can play with getting even lighter on that left leg. But again, being mindful for how that feels on your pelvic floor. Whenever we do single leg movements, it can expose some of our imbalances, but it can also cause a little bit more, so it's really good to work them, but it can also expose a little bit of vulnerability. So just being gentle with that. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. All right, same thing on the left side. Lunge, left leg is forward, right leg is back. Legs are on train tracks. As you inhale, you're gonna bend the knees, rotate towards the front leg, push into the front heel to stand you straight up. Careful you're not arching your back. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. One side is always going to feel a little bit less coordinated than the other. I also like to bring my hand to my front glute so that you can feel it propelling your body back up. As you come back up, dig a nail through that front heel. I'm breathing right here with you. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going back down to my 15-pound dumbbell. Go lighter if you're starting to feel this in your back. Feet together, right toes open, and then pop it up, slide it slightly back so toes are roughly in line with your heel. Keep that right armpit super glued towards your body. You're going to hinge back with the hips and then exhale to stand straight back up. Whew. Take a breather, get some water. Pick up your weights, and we have 3, 2, 1. People often say crush an orange in your armpit, so crush an orange in that right armpit. But I think even though we shouldn't be doing it, more relatedly, you would hold like a phone in your arm. You probably should not hold a phone on your body. Definitely don't endorse that. But yeah, I think it's easier to think about that because you really don't want to drop your phone. Inhale down, exhale to stand straight back up. Good. You can get a little lighter on your right foot. 15 seconds. You can always do this with 2 dumbbells as well. Last one, and you're out. All right, we're going to go back to the top of circuit 1, back to that glute finder, that kneeling squat. And get some water if you need it. And even if this workout gets interrupted, we have 2 circuits. A lot of the times I will take multiple times to finish one workout in a single day. So you can always start it, come back to it later if you need, right? You make it work. Here we go. Get ready and start to exhale as you lift up. Inhale, lead back with the hips. So you're leaning slightly forward, hips go up, straight line, and hips go slightly back. Learning this action of how to hinge your hips is what will help you when you squat, when you lunge, when you bend down to pick your baby up out of the crib. Pick up a toy off the floor. Good, stay long in the neck. Slow on the way down, slow on the way up. I like to think of 2 counts to go down and then 2 counts to go up. Now 15 seconds. As you come up, low belly pulls in and up. Last 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up to that lunge. Right foot is going to be forward, left leg is going to go back. And then this time, we are going to combine the lunge with the deadlift. So it's going to look like bend, push into your front foot to stand you up, and then hips go straight back. And up, left leg steps back, rotate to stand, hips back, right? So knee bends, hips back. And grab your weight of choice. All right, here we go. So bend the knees as you rotate towards the front leg, push into your front foot to stand you up, and then hips go back and up. Take it slow until you find your rhythm. Bend, push into the front leg to stand, hips back. You can make this lunge smaller. Push into the front foot. Keep that weight close to your body. Rotate, lengthening the glute. Glute in, hamstring. Make sure that front knee stays facing forward. Your foot is connected to the mat. You can drop your weight at any time. Don't forget that. Get this in your body. Last one, finish it off. Whew. And put it down. All right, 30 seconds to rest. Left side, and then we're gonna be closing off circuit one. I'm just breathing. Pick up your weight, get your left leg forward, right leg back, combining those two movements. Go at the pace that works for you. Here we go. Bending the knees, little rotation towards your front leg. Push into your left foot to stand you up. Hips back. You can inhale as you go down. Exhale, push through the front leg, not off of the back foot. Right, it's easy as you go into the lunge to just want to push off of the back foot. You're trying to push down through that front leg so strong, that back leg just easily comes up to meet it. A hand can go to that left working glute. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, I always count too slow, 5, 4, 3, 2, and push off of it. 1, good. All right, get some water. Bring in your chair if you have it. We're gonna be doing hip thrusts. If you don't have a chair, you'll be doing glute bridges on the floor. All right, hip thrusts, you're going to be taking the tip of your shoulder blades to your chair or your couch. Just like that kneeling glute finder, ribs and pelvis are in one line. So as you lower your hips, you're not arching your back. Gaze goes down towards your pubic bone. You're going to karate chop the hips down. And then exhale. As you lift the hips up, pull the heels. Think of pulling the heels towards you to fire up your hamstrings as well. So inhale, karate chop down. Exhale, pull the heels towards you. Squeeze the glutes at the top. You can add a weight right to your pelvis here. Here we go. When you're ready, go ahead and take those hips down. Inhale. Exhale up. As you lift, think of drawing the heels back towards you, making sure you feel both glutes fire evenly. Gaze is down at the pelvis to help keep that stacked position. When you look up, you tend to lose it. Inhale down, exhale up, flattening the belly as you lift. Last 15 seconds. Down for 2, up for 2. Last 3, 2, and 1. You can go ahead and take the chair off or move yourself away from the couch. We're going into a lateral lunge. Weight is going to come into your left hand if you want to use it. Take a big step over to the left. We are then going to lead out with the right leg. Think of bringing your ribs towards your thigh, and then exhale, straighten, standing up in the middle. Getting ready to go in 3, 2, and 1. Really push into that right foot to stand you up. Slow on the way down, and then push through that foot to stand you up. We are targeting more of our glute medius and gluteus minimus. These are the butt muscles on the side, and these especially are important for pelvis positioning. You can always have 2 dumbbells as well right here. If you need, take a break and then go back into it. Push off of that leg. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, one more. Whew, and 1. All right. We're going into a curtsy lunge. So let's take actually the weight at our chest here. Kind of gives your forearms a little bit of a break as well. Right leg is going to be forward. Left leg is going to step back. You're going to go straight down as you bend and then exhale up. What you're thinking about is bringing your back knee right behind your calf and keeping your hips facing forward versus opening up. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Again, you're pushing into your front foot. Straight down, exhale, push into that front foot. And the fact that you are making time for yourself here pays off. If today gets cut short, if today it sucks, just know that it all adds up over time. When you start to do things like pick a toy up off of the ground, suddenly you're like, oh, there's my lateral lunge. Inhale down, exhale up. I'm right here with you. Almost all of my workouts are done at home because that is the reality of what works for me right now. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, set that weight down. Breathe. And then we're going to do the same thing on the left leg. So left leg steps out and then left leg curtsy lunges. And then we'll do it all again, putting those 2 exercises together. All right, take a step towards your right. Weight is in your right hand. And then here we go. Step out with the left and then just stand straight up. We're not pushing off just yet. We will in the next round. Think of ribs towards thigh, pushing off of the outer edge of that foot. Good. Knees tracking right over the second or third toe as you bend it. Exhale can help you get out of that pose. Last 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Whew. And go ahead, shake it out. Left leg forward, right leg steps back behind you. You can hold the weight right up here at your chest. Although not yet, rest, you have 15 seconds. Here we go, left foot forward, right leg steps back. Go ahead, inhale as you bend down. Keep that right hip facing forward and up. Good, left toes face forward. And push through that front foot. Again, one side's gonna be better. This is always my harder to balance on side. These are long work times so that you have the time to build that muscle memory of what this action feels like. You start to feel it in your back. Check out, are you arching your back? Bring those ribs over the pelvis. Last 15 seconds. Push through that left foot to lift you up. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going back to the hip thrust or back to the glute bridges. Bring your chair if you have it, or use a couch. Glute bridges are great too. The extra benefit of hip thrust is you have more length at the bottom. When your hips go down, you're not limited by the floor, but you can have more eccentric lengthening of the glutes, which again is really important for building them. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna take my 20 on my hips this time. Start here at the top, find that position, ribs and pelvis, and don't let the distance change. Here we go. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, lifting up. There's a saying that I heard recently, you have to let your glutes go to grow. Meaning, you have to let your glutes relax and know how to lengthen in order for them to grow. It might sound counterintuitive, but a habit that a lot of people have, especially moms, is chronically tightening up your glutes. So you might notice this if you're standing at a sink. Are you just like clenching your glutes? And what that chronic tightness over time does is make the glutes weaker. So especially this bottom part, lengthening them is so, so important. And an easy habit that you can do now to help out your pelvic floor is notice if you just tighten them all day long and let them go. Give them a little shake. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. All right. We're putting the lunge and the curtsy squat together. We're combining the lateral lunge and the curtsy. Weight is going to stay in your left hand the whole time. You're going to step out on the right, push off of that right foot to stand you up, and then right leg this time goes back into the curtsy and stand. So it's your right leg working. Woo, try not to lose it like I just did. And then your left leg working. Here we go. Grab your dumbbell, take a step over towards your left, and then we step on out. Push off that right leg, and then find your balance. Take it straight behind you. Hips are facing forward the entire time. Ribs towards thigh, and then straight down and up. Halfway there. Last 15 seconds. Oh no, I lied. Last 10 seconds. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more curtsy squat, and you are out. Last exercise, you've got this. Last time we're gonna do it, last minute of work that you have for yourself today. Take a breather, take a drink of water, pick up your weight. This time we're gonna be holding it in your right hand. We'll step over to the right side of the mat. And 5 seconds. Get yourself mentally prepared. If you're tired, whatever is going on, get yourself in the game. Here we go. Left leg steps out. In. Now left leg goes back. Ooh, first one I had to see if I had room. So push off of that left leg and then straight down. Push into the front leg. Hand can always go back to that belly. As you exhale and push off, the belly comes in and up. Slow it down if your back or your knee is bothering you. Fine tune as you go down. You're thinking ribs towards thigh. Push off the outer edge. And then hips forward, knee to calf. Last 15 seconds. 6, 5, one more of each round, 3, 2, last curtsy squat, and you're out. Good work, you guys. Thank yourself for taking this time. I know it is so hard as a mom to make time for yourself when you are tired, when you have kids needing you, and all the other things. So take a moment to say thank you, and then let's go ahead and inhale, reach the arms up again. Exhale, forward fold. Shake the head out, bend the knees. The more you bend them, the more you help open up that low back. So see, it feels good here. And then let's come to quadruped position, tabletop. Take some cat-cows, inhale, lift the hips, open the chest. And then exhale, gently round the back, curling the pelvis under. 2 more, inhale, lift the hips, open the chest. And exhale as you round. 1 more, slow down the breath, slow down the heart rate, inhale up. And exhale, round. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Just pedal it out. Walk feet to hands, hands to feet, whatever works. And roll yourself all the way back up. Reach the arms up, grab the left wrist, side bend over. And then up, side bend over the other way. And up. Go ahead and bring the heels in, toes out, find a little squat down. And then sit on your booty, butterfly pose, bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. And go ahead, just take a fold. You can use your elbows to open your knees. And you are complete. If you enjoyed today's class, please consider liking and subscribing. I share pregnancy and postpartum videos on yoga, Pilates, and strength training to help you feel balanced and good throughout your journey.